Hi Nina, trust you guys are doing well. So just wanted to give you a quick little update. We've had a little bit of time to go through everything now and the new staff to get comfortable as well. I'll show them to you in just a sec. But yeah, there's not really too much to mention. So this one doesn't work. And then both of the fridges here, especially this one, but this one, they don't really close properly, or they don't seal properly. So that's why they're not being used according to Gunut, old staff. So we have had Somai out to come and have a look and give us a price to repair this and these two so that they can be used again. Otherwise, everything else is pretty much okay. There's maybe just a small update on some plastic glasses that might need to do, but it's not super urgent. They're just a little bit yellow and old. It's just not ideal, but they're not the cheapest. And then for plates and stuff like that, the staff said there's only one like big serving plate, but again, not a big expense. At this stage, the only expenses we've made is we bought a pressure washer, a grass cutter, and then some equipment for the pool, a new net, test kit, and stuff like that. And we might need a new hose as the old hose is leaking. But otherwise, no real expenses at this moment. I will tell you in just a sec what we do need to spend some money on, but it's not a lot. Well, it's one thing is a lot, but it's not a many things that we had to spend money on. So, excuse me. In the living room, all's okay except for this aircon. So Nut said apparently it's been for quite a while that this compressor doesn't work. So we'll get our aircon guy to just come and check all the aircons and then give us a price for fixing this one. It is cool with this aircon on, and that's even with the kitchen open. So it's not the end of the world. But it's just one of those things where it's something that's not working and guests can mention it. One thing we would like to recommend that we do in many villas is with the TV, we just put a soundbar with a subwoofer. So guests can use it to listen to music. Especially here, they can open all the doors and they can turn some music on and they can listen to it in the whole area. It's not essential, but it is nice to have some form of a music player. Alternatively, we put a Bluetooth speaker or something like that in the sala, but it's just a little bit easier to put it with the TV. They can use it to watch movies and those kind of things as well if they want to, and they're not very expensive. A nice one, a good one, is about 6,000, not over 7,000. Excuse me. Otherwise, yeah, in here all okay. There's a couple of lights throughout the villa not working. One there, one or two in the garden, a couple in the rooms that we'll just change over. Something to consider for the future. I see quite a few of the ceilings where the mounting screws have started rusting out. So it might just need a new skim and a paint, although they will show out again. So not the end of the world, but just something to keep in mind. We'll get a price for changing these lights. There's 1, 2 here. There's 2 in front of the master bedroom. There's one over there. They're all quite rusty and look a little bit old. Not sure if we can find grey ones, but we'll have a look if we can. Otherwise, probably black ones of a similar size to sort of fit on the hole, so we don't have to touch up any painting or anything like that. Around here, so all of this will be cleaned now. They do have the pressure washer that they're busy doing the pool deck with. Also, quite a bit of tree cutting and trimming going on. So then we get to the first thing that's going to be an expense. And it's one of the first things I mentioned to you when we came to check as well, is the sunbeds. So we have 2 options really. These sunbeds, we sent one to the shop, asked them if they can repair it. They said it's not worth repairing given the damage. It's quite complicated to get it repaired. They can reweave them, so a new woven cover for 6,500 baht each. There's 6 of them, so it's 39,000 baht total, which is roughly, I think what I told you was about 30 to 40,000 on the original expectation. The other option is, I'll send you a photo as well. I was at a wood shop this morning. They can make wooden sunbeds for us, similar size to this, maybe a little bit smaller, and they're 6,000 baht each. And then we just get a small a sunbed cushion made for them, which are, you know, another 3,000 or so. So a little bit more expensive, but in terms of longevity, the wood is generally, it lasts a bit longer because you can service it and repair it. So you can let me know your thoughts, whether you want to repair these or get the wooden ones made. Both options will take about 2 to 3 weeks anyway. So just depends on which ones you prefer. We normally like wood because we can paint them and we can fix them. The rattans look nice and you don't need the cushions. So, you know, it's a, excuse me, two sides of a coin. Yeah, as I said, they do have the pressure washer, and as you can see, it does work to get it off, but it's a bit of a tedious process. Takes a little while to get everything off. So here is the man. This is Kunta, and then his wife Kun Film is the girl. So downstairs in the gym room, it's a bit of a smell, which I think I mentioned to you the first time we were here as well, and it doesn't seem to be going away. Even though we've opened it and aired it. So I've asked them to put some smell absorbers in to see if that helps. And we're going to go look for some... Hold on one second. Sorry, just wanted to remove my socks so they don't get wet. We'll see if we can find the paint color, because there's none left at the villa. So we're not sure what the number is, but we'll see if we can match it. What I wanted to suggest to you, what we'll do, is just on the edge of this one, so you can see there's a line where the water runs along the sand wash, and that creates quite a bit of marking and stuff like that there. All we'll do is we'll just put a line of either tiles or maybe stainless steel or something just along this corner here all the way down, so it keeps the water from running across. Once we've done that, then we can clean this and we can repaint the wall and refresh it, and then, you know, problem solved. So that's something we will get done. And then obviously repaint that wall and stuff like that as well. So quite a bit to do in terms of touch-ups. I've asked the staff, there is Nut said there is the brown paint for wood at the villa. So once they've done cleaning with this, then they'll start going on some of the wooden touch-ups and those kind of things. In terms of the rooms, there's really not much. The only thing is safe keys, which we don't have on the key sets that they gave us. And there's a safe in each bedroom, which we would either need to change them or hopefully somewhere have the keys somewhere, which we haven't heard back from them yet. But yeah, otherwise we'll just need to change them out. I mean, you can get cheapish safes for about 2,000 each or 3,000 baht. But yeah, we need the backup keys in case guests forget a key, or I forget a code or something like that, or the battery stops working while there's stuff inside, which unfortunately happens more often than we would like to admit. Yeah, otherwise, aside from that, let me just wait for the plane to go over. Okay, sorry, I was quite noisy. Otherwise, yeah, we'll do small touch-ups, you know, these kind of things. If we can match the color, we'll get that done. I've asked the staff to clean the glass, you know, at least once a month. Small touch-ups like the wooden doors and those kind of things we'll do. One thing here is there is a broken glass. Excuse me. It appears to be only the top layer, so it's a double pane glass, and it seems to be like it's only the top pane. So it's not a huge safety risk, but I do feel like it's something that guests might be a little bit scared of. So we'll get a price and see what it is. I don't think it'll be that much, maybe 6,000 or 7,000 baht. I might be a little bit off, but I don't think it'll be much more than that. Just to replace this with another new double pane glass. Yeah, garden is looking good overall. And then I wanted to discuss with you about this room. We certainly believe it'll do better as a 5-bedroom instead of a sort of a 4 plus a games room. And all that would mean is just buying a double bed and some bedside tables and lights. So you can let me know your thoughts if you're okay with that, or if you have a different idea that you want to do for the room. But from our perspective, 5 bedrooms just do a little bit better than 4 bedrooms, as it gives you more flexibility. And there is an aircon here, there's a fully serviced bathroom, so it's almost a waste of a room if it's not being rented out frequently as a bedroom. Yeah, let me know your thoughts, and we can get a price for just a nice wooden bed frame and a mattress and some tables. Otherwise, yeah, there's just quite a lot of small painting stuff, like the ceiling here and the ceiling upstairs on the walkway. Lots of those kind of things, and I think there's about 15 or 20 lights throughout the villa that's not working that will get done. But yeah, for now, as a starting point, the big decisions that I just need you to make is the sunbeds, whether you want to refurb these with new rattan or replace them with wooden ones with cushions. Those are the two options. And then this one for the bedroom, whether you'd want to keep it as is or change it over to a 5th bedroom with a proper bed in. And yeah, hopefully we get a bit more use out of it. And then yeah, for everything else, there's nothing really major. The safes and this glass are two things that would be good to address, and the rest of it honestly is just small details. And then yeah, hopefully we can get photos from Sunway so we can get it online as soon as possible. Otherwise we would have to arrange the photographer to come and take some photos, but the weather has been absolutely crap. We have a photo shoot today and tomorrow at 2 other villas, and they've both been cancelled because of the weather at the moment. So yeah, just a bit of a worry in terms of that, in terms of the photos. I mean, the photos that are available are okay, not fantastic, but they would certainly do the job. But we would need to get them, and we're still waiting for them from Sunway, together with the electric and water and internet and those kind of things. But otherwise, yeah, we'll do quite a bit of touch-up painting, especially on this front area for the first impression as you come in. So all of the wood there, those kind of things. And then if you go outside, this wall here, and then this area here, and this wall here, so that the first impression when you arrive at the villa is just a little bit freshened up, because it doesn't look bad, but it's just just looks a little bit old and tired in certain areas. Yeah, otherwise all good. The staff are getting stuck into the villa, so she's checked the bed sheets and stuff like that, and that seems to be pretty much enough. The kitchen is pretty much okay. There's, like I said, there's 1 or 2 big plates and those kind of things needed, but nothing, not thousands and thousands and thousands of baht worth of equipment that's needed. I'll let you know once we get the prices for excuse me, for the for the fridge and for the extractor fan. But yeah, those are not super urgent. Yeah, otherwise let me know if there's any questions or comments. Cheers.